fact that ever since the Speaker of Parliament, Speaker Bagbin, declared 4 seats vacant, and we know the brouhaha that has ensued in Parliament. Parliamentarians have not been able to sit to attend to business, essential business. We are disappointed about it as Ghanaians. As Member of Parliament, how do you feel about the fact that you've not been able to sit to do business?
I read yesterday something with quite interesting from the former Attorney General and OSP Martin Amidu that he can't wait for the 8th Parliament to outlive.
To be over.
It's actually one Parliament that has burdened in a lot of controversies. And
do you agree with him?
I do to extent, and I blame the Speaker.
Why do you blame the Speaker?
I think the Speaker don't have he doesn't understand the separation of himself as just a figure of Parliament or one who presides in parliamentary work, and his previous role for over several years, maybe 20-something years, from 1992 to 2000 and about 2020 as a Member of Parliament. He's been a minority leader. He's been a majority leader. And then he became a speaker. So there's that separation that he seemed not to get. And unfortunately, if Doejawo managed it very well, then he could have done better because he actually had lived there for a longer time.
When the Speaker met the press, he made mention of the fact that he's bent over backwards to ensure that Parliament works.
If you're meeting the press, I find out if he consulted the parliamentary leadership. The Speaker have no bill. Which Speaker in which part of the world have you seen holding a press conference?
Yes. You say he doesn't have to?
He has no business.
He doesn't have to?
He has no. Is it Parliament standing orders give the procedure, the game is run by the parliamentarians who are elected, presided over by you as more of the referee, okay, with a certain power to be able to add, because the Constitution gives you the ability to be a master of your own rules and game. And so therefore, where the standing order shortfalls, the Speaker uses his discretion to say, okay, I take it like this. Of course, it's a referee, so in the law, we didn't envisage this, but then he also tells you that you have the power to execute that. So the Speaker has some power, and then also preside over the board of the parliamentary service, okay, and therefore has budget. You understand? So it's powerful. But in the rules of the game, Speaker is speaking on behalf of the elected people. So if he goes to speak in a press conference, he cannot do it without the consent of the elected people of the country that he referees. And that is why he has an immediate ability to assess parliamentary leadership. He didn't consult them. He did it on his own. So the Speaker is actually confused with him as a Member of Parliament, and some sort of withdrawal syndrome is there. And it dovetails into his role as a Speaker. And all these controversies, I put it squarely at the doorstep of the Speaker.
What about the roles of leadership? Afenyo King, Keys Latofo saying, would you say that the leadership style is
yes,
also contributing to this?
Of course. You can certainly also think that their styles also, because consensus has been the way. You can do all the gymnastics and the cosmetics, and then people will see and all manner of things. But when it comes to business, we have a way the posturing changes. Look, I sit on the health committee as a chairman, because a couple of MPs are ministers and would not turn out for sitting or business of the health committee. I probably will go and sit in with all the minority, the 10 ready, and then you have my side 2 or 3. But never have they checkmated me into a division where we are going to vote. We always have a consensus in a manner that we work, we understand, and we move. Like how I run my things, it will be so difficult for you to see MPP and DC in my committee. It doesn't work.
So you blame the Speaker. You have also blamed leadership for both parties.
Absolutely.
For where we are right
now.
So
even if you are older, and the approach in getting the young people to understand that this one, It also depends upon you. That's why for me, I blame, because the brouhaha has been so much. And I'm not surprised that Matamidi says that he can't wait for the 8th Parliament to.
Do you foresee a sitting of this 8th Parliament before it's over? Do you foresee that? Is there a possibility?
The Speaker's posture and the call by the party has added its voice, because Parliament is a parliamentary representation of a party.
But what if you blame the Speaker? Along the line, the Speaker, upon the ruling from the Supreme Court, called Parliament to come in and sit. You recall Parliament. Only for your side not to have been in the chamber.
Because of the misunderstanding on the interpretation and where we have to sit. Because if you go and lay ambush...
So why would you blame the Speaker and leadership? Because here we are...
Because he can define.
He
can define before you go and say. He defined it clearly without ambiguity to the leadership that, you know what, we're going in there.
Was there a conclave?
We're waiting for the...
Was there a conclave so that leadership could have agreed before?
They always.
So was there a conclave in this situation, in this case?
It never happened.
Why wouldn't it happen?
And because therefore he did not see to it that it happened. And therefore, it becomes a political allyship of we are in elections, we should be able to caucus more. You see, the political positions of the Speaker are taking precedence of his role as a referee. And when your younger opponent of a leader in the other side also sees that, no, this man is playing a game and I'm not going to cooperate, then both leaders don't cooperate. Then he sits in and there's a total mess.
What about other bodies out there, like the Council of State and others? Have people tried? Have we